And it'll be on the monitors as well.
Okay, very good.
Okay, we are officially live. So welcome everybody to the first meeting of our new combined admin and tech transportation committee meetings. Since this is the first meeting, we need to decide on everything basically. The meeting structure, voting members, quorum, all of that. And should we skip ahead to that before doing approvals of minutes, I think?
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
First, you want to introduce?
Yes, and let's all introduce
That
ourselves
way.
as well too. So, if you want to just go around and say hello and who we are. Yes, I can start.
Yeah, you
All
start
right,
and
I'll
go that
go
way.
clockwise. So I'm
Yeah.
Aria Steiger. I'm at the Area Plan Commission of Tippecanoe County. I'm the transportation planner there, so I handle the crash data and the traffic count data in our office. We help you out with. And I also do the tech. So,
I'm Erin Jabril. I am City Council District 3.
I'm Ryan O'Gara with the Area Plan Commission of Tippecanoe County. I've been there almost 15 and a half years as assistant director, and then beginning right around Memorial Days when I got promoted to executive director. So now I run the joint.
Okay.
So and so Tim is kind of the counterpart on the transportation side that you all know, and he'll kind of be my proxy. But this is the first time I've come to one of these in this new role, so I wanted to, come myself. And Tim was out, so I'm like, perfect. This is my chance to go. So very happy to be here. So thank you.
Nate Lamar, Delphi Police.
Mike Fincher, Carroll County Emergency Management and 911 Director.
Donnie Shockley, Carroll County Highway Department Superintendent.
Christina Langsdorf. I got invited because I'm on the redevelopment commission for Delphi.
Cameron Yates, Delphi Mayor.
all right, awesome. So that's everybody present. So I have, I think, 7 items we should probably cover for creating this committee. Those items will be bylaws, officers, quorum, voting members, proxies, and the schedule. So I hope it's okay if I kind of take the lead on
Sure.
doing all this stuff here. So first of all, bylaws. We haven't had official bylaws for this committee in the past. It's been around since 2011. We never wrote down any bylaws or anything. I don't know if we need to, but it might be nice to at least write down, what our voting practices are, who our members are, that sort of thing, if you want. Or if you do want some official Robert's Rules of Orders bylaws of how to add people, remove people, all that, we could do that too.
So do we need to make a decision? If we make a decision to do so, do we need to have that reviewed by any legal team before we do it, or can we produce our own bylaws and approve our own bylaws?
I think we can do it ourselves. It wouldn't hurt to run it by a lawyer, but we're the ones creating this committee, so we're the ones making the rules.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll pass on the bylaws then. It sounds like everyone's okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, I'll just write up maybe who we are and who's here instead, so. All right, so officers. We probably want a chairperson, I think, to lead things. If we want a vice chairperson to run the meetings when the chairperson's not there, that would be convenient. And historically, we've had a secretary, which has been our office, the executive director. That just means we handle the minutes and agendas and all that, so. You could have those positions. If everyone has any other ideas for officers, or if you want to fill those roles, we can do that.
I was inclined to continue as secretary, and then with Tim being the proxy,
Okay.
stand-in, first lieutenant. So
Works for me. Okay,
if that works for everybody.
Sure.
Okay.
all right. So we will be the secretary, and we have a chairperson we'd like to elect. Could be anybody.
I'll run it. I don't have a problem.
Cameron J.
All right, so would somebody like to make let's do motions, I guess?
We'll make
it official?
Motion to have the mayor be the chair.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we have a motion in a second. And just so that we're super official, should we also say vote yes?
Voice
Everybody?
vote?
Yeah.
Aye, okay. And do we have a first or a motion for EPC to be the secretary?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you.
Yep.
And a second?
Second.
All right, seconded. All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Excellent. We'd like to assign a vice chair run meetings, or do you not think that's necessary?
That's completely up to you guys. I don't see myself not being in it
Okay.
since they're so spread out, but that's completely.
I mean, I would be okay taking the vice chair position. I can be at if we're gonna stay on this kind of a schedule. And then obviously you're often not present, but I'd be happy to do so.
I make a motion that Aaron Gibril, Delphi City Council, be the vice chair.
Okay. Second, all right, excellent. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, excellent. So all those motions are approved. Any other officer positions we need? I don't personally think there's anything else.
Mike, you want to be secretary of staff? Chief Joint of Operations?
I've got enough titles, man. I don't need any more.
All right,
The enforcer.
excellent. So we need some voting members for our body. The voting members, we have, of course, the voting members from the previous committees, the administrative and technical transportation committees. We could just say all those voting members are now voting members at this meeting. Is one way to do it. The small complication to that are 3 positions. First is APC. Our executive director is a voting member for transportation, but is not a voting member for the administrative committee. So whether we remain a voting member in this new committee, I think, is up for question. And there are 2 other non-voting members at administrative, that being FHWA, which was vacant, but its position. And the Carroll County EDC was also non-voting at administrative, so we could change that if we wanted to.
Has he even been
I
to
was gonna say, I don't
a
know
meeting
that I've ever
since
seen him
we
at,
did the one out there?
I don't even think I ever seen him at those.
Yes.
He was at this? Okay.
Yeah, when we were hosting at EDC, we had Shannon or Jacob here.
Okay. So how many, is there a breakdown of what we need from each committee for this new committee, or does that really, now that we're one committee, does it matter?
There's no state or federal standards for any of this,
Okay.
so
What's our total, if every member was here, what would that total be?
it would be 19 voting members from the previous committees, or that would be 19 plus 3,
22?
22 total people showing up, if we include the non-voting previous members.
So 19 is what we would go off the quorum of half of, or having the,
We
19 would be
could.
our quorum number, correct?
That's the total
I think
number.
I think what's being said is that we can choose how many voting members,
Yes.
right?
I
And
say
then
we keep
have,
that number low, just because of the way the
Yeah.
attendance has kind of
Absolutely.
the
Yes.
history of it, so.
Mhm.
Yeah, previously we needed 5 members of the transportation committee and 4 at administrative for a quorum. Proposing a number maybe a little bit higher than that, like 7 or something maybe is reasonable. Do we have 7 people here today? Maybe we have 7.
Yeah.
Yeah,
7.
we have at least 7 here, so.
Yeah.
If you'd like to be on our voting member list, I mean, we can vote you in right now.
We can vote you in right
And
now.
normally Aaron will be here, obviously today something
Come
comes,
on,
so that'll be,
Christina.
we'll work on getting Jake here. So what do you guys think, 5, 7, 3?
What about 6?
Have an odd
We had to
one.
have an odd number for a.
Oh, yeah, duh. What,
Yeah.
Say 7.
7?
yeah.
Okay,
7? Make a motion, do you need a motion for that?
yes, let's do a motion, all
Make a
right.
motion to have the count be 7 voting members for board decisions
Okay,
for the joint meeting.
A second.
second, all right, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, that is approved. So it sounds like for the voting members, we just want to continue with the previous voting members, is that right?
Yep.
And should our office APC be a voting member of this committee, or?
I would say yes.
Yeah, I think so, because you guys have a,
Do majority of them.
yeah,
All right, okay,
you want to be a part of a team with you guys.
oh, I think we are. All right,
We don't want to exclude
That's the whole
you by
point.
any- Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So I guess, should we have a motion to continue the previous voting members and include APC as voting member for this new committee?
So moved.
All right. and-
Second.
All right, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, all right. So we have our voting body. So last two items would be proxies and scheduling. So of course, anyone present or not present, yes, technically could appoint a proxy if you're not gonna be able to be here, and they can vote in your stead. Previously, it sounded like we were only allowed to have one proxy each. I don't know if that's really a big requirement we have to stick to. I feel like if somebody needs multiple proxies, maybe we can accommodate that, but,
So that we have coverage.
so we have coverage, yeah, but if anyone would like to suggest some proxies, maybe at this meeting, can vote for them at the next meeting. If you'd like to appoint anybody.
I'm thinking in my situation, any other council member that could potentially be present, whether that be Denny Spencer or Doyle, should be able to be a proxy to represent the council of Delphi.
Yeah.
That's my
seems-
suggestion.
Totally. Okay. So I guess we will vote on that next time.
Donnie, if you're not here, do you want alderman or?
Well, yeah, I want them, so.
So should we put that as the position, not the name? What is he, assistant foreman?
Yeah.
Just a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chief Mark, you want one of your guys to, if you're home, to be able to step in?
Sergeant Deckard, in theory.
Hopefully he's on shift that day.
I don't know if they need to be present to be voted in as proxies, just as long as we all vote on it, I guess. So,
I'm just glad you're implying I get days off. I appreciate that.
all right, no other proxies to be proposed at this time.
Mike doesn't have them.
I don't have
You don't
it.
have to.
No, or
He's on a
Mike.
ship, yeah.
Aw.
You're on an island, huh?
Yep. I am my own little island.
Good job.
So for my position, I know we have a clerk position that's by Flora.
Yes,
So if I wasn't here, could I have our clerk downstairs, Julie?
certainly, I think we
Okay.
can appoint anybody.
Yeah. Because she's gonna obviously be in the building, and if I'm not here, at least we would have representation from the city building.
Okay,
She doesn't know that yet, but she said she'd be happy to do so.
oh, thank you, that's great, all right. And of course, between now and next meeting, if you need to find a proxy, we can work on that as well, so. Okay, we'll vote on those next time. And lastly, the schedule. So in the packet, I did preemptively post potential meeting dates for next year. If we want to keep this as a quarterly meeting on the, I guess, the second Thursday of the month at 2 p.m., we can continue the existing schedule.
It works great for me.
Yeah, but if you all want to do this virtually, if you want to do it different dates, different frequency, different time, we can vote on that and change things if something's more convenient, so.
I'm good with that.
2 o'clock, yeah.
Just the drive for me, that's a little bit.
A little bit of a drive for
Other than
you.
that, I'm all right.
Okay.
Especially if road conditions are bad.
Keep it as is?
Yeah.
All right, excellent. All right. I don't know if we need a motion for that. Maybe we should just be safe.
Motion to keep the meetings same time and frequency.
All right,
I'll second.
second. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, all right. I believe that is all of the administrative things we need to do, so welcome to the new committee. This is it. And we can have our chair, Cameron, I guess, handle our proper agenda.
Okay, so we'll probably start with other business, correct?
We can start maybe with the minutes and,
Okay,
Just
so
work
the
down to
minutes, are we gonna be able to approve those with it being so long before we approve prior minutes and then not having the same members, or how?
I mean, the old committees are gone. in favor of this one, so I think we can approve the minutes from previous committees. And they're technically not even minutes, they're meeting notes
Okay.
officially, because there was no quorum, no meeting officially.
Oh, they all in today's packet?
Yes,
Okay, perfect.
they're all there.
Yeah, so, can I get a motion on the floor to approve the meeting minutes, from the former technical transportation and administrative committees? They are all included, all meeting minutes included in today's packet.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, signify by stating aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. All right. Other business then, because we talked about the new committee structure and quorum and all that, so other business will go to the 2025 traffic counts. And that's-
Okay. Yep, that is me. So, something I realized in 25, I miscalculated. It's a 3-year cycle we do these traffic counts on, and I've included the 21 instead of the 22. So my mistake. We'll not look at that. But recap for those new and those who need a refresher. We do traffic counts here at Carroll County every 3 years. We do take them yearly, but do them on a 3-year cycle for the locations. So in 2025, we'll be doing the 2022 calendar year traffic counts again. But of course, we make changes to those locations if there's particular information you want to get. We've done, special station locations for CAFOs. We've done them for speed studies around the schools. So if y'all wanted to propose any locations for 2025 as I'm working on those locations, feel free.
Is that March, or when do you set out the counters?
We set them out usually kind of April, mid-April, late April. We get a couple before school lets out, and then the rest are during the summer usually.
You do them twice a year?
We do them just during the summer.
Okay, so that's, we have a new subdivision going up, but at that time, it's probably when the houses will start. So at that point, it would really be I guess, might not hurt to get a pre.
You'd get construction traffic.
Yeah.
So that construction traffic may be close to what you're,
But it'll be, so they're about finished. So by the time we get to April next year, oh yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. It'll be like those,
the actual
those,
building,
like Malacca
not
Stone.
the infrastructure
Yeah,
part,
so
the actual construction part.
Skip it till the next year then, or do you think we should
No, I'd
do it?
still do it, because you'd wanna see. You're gonna have quite a few carpenters and electricians and all that. It's
Yeah.
not gonna give you a real accurate number on what's gonna be coming in there when you're flowing residential completely, but it'll give you a good
Yeah,
basis to start.
It'll have peak and non-peak and
Mhm.
all that, right? Yeah. So can we add, if you need me to, I can send you, but it's Prince William Road, which I think we've done them before.
Yes.
Yep.
I think even in 2024 here, I think we took some out there as well as a pre-development
Yep.
count.
Yep.
So we can do those again in 25.
We have license plate recognition cameras that give us some traffic analytics. Would those numbers be of any use to you?
Definitely. I mean,
Okay.
if you're willing to share, we're willing to add it to our data.
Okay.
Is there somebody I should reach out to for that, or?
It'd just be me. I can get into the admin portal and get some of those to you. Granted, it's only inbound traffic. We have in 3 locations getting inbound traffic, but it breaks down daily stats and
Oh, awesome.
it's really nice.
Okay.
Donnie, you have any hot spots?
Well, I'd rather wait and see what the 22 map is.
Oh, yeah,
You send that
sorry.
and
The wrong one.
Look and see.
Mike?
Actually.
Any hot spots in the county?
No, I'm gonna wait till the letting list, because I know you got Old 25 and then you also got Washington Street.
Yeah.
Bridge that's supposed to be coming up, and we gotta make sure that those aren't even close to each other.
Yeah, the Washington Street, if you're talking about down here, got put back to 2032. Way back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it
that
got
matter.
pushed way back. So, of course, that can change, but that's,
Right.
Yeah.
As long as Old 25 stays next year.
yeah. So we had a meeting on it a couple weeks ago. They say,
26 is out there.
yeah, so they gonna start that in what, about March of 26? It's gonna start letting in 25
Yeah, and
and then
construction in spring of 26.
spring of 26. So
Okay.
we'll have several meetings in between them, but I think I sent you guys all the, the information from that meeting, just to start planning for, you know, EMS and schools and all that, instead of last minute, they at least have time to, plenty of time to prepare their bus routes and all that, so. Okay. Anybody?
Pull up the 22 map
I was
here
gonna say,
real
if you didn't
quick.
have it, I can go find it on my computer. Aaron, you know of any hotspots that would need additional counts?
I think that it makes sense, the Prince William is what would be the most obvious thing to me off the top of my head. Outside of that, nothing stands out. School zone, but haven't we been doing the school zone?
Yeah, we
Right.
kept that one on the actual list for, I don't know that obviously Front Street's gonna have a additional traffic with the interurban, but I don't know if would be anything that would warrant us checking that data, so that if you see something, other than just knowing how many people's going down it, but we haven't had a lot of issues at this point, but
That'd be more, what is it, Smith? Then it
Wilson,
goes down Wilson.
yeah.
There we go. All right, here's the 22 locations that we took. So it looks like mostly in the county, just some in Delphi, and 22. I think if I scroll down, it'll show the towns. Oh, there we go.
I think
There's
your counts.
in town.
That was good.
So the blue ones are the ones that we took, and then red are other potential stations we've taken before. The whole county here. So,
And you need an exact list by,
I'd like to kind of bring a mostly final version to the February meeting, and then maybe by the end of February, start of March, we'll finalize the list.
okay, so if you guys get a
Yeah,
hotspot
you
in
can send that
between.
to us, and I can look at it.
Yeah,
I
okay,
know there's one on there that looks like at 1150 west, south of 18 there, going out to Tippecanoe County.
Yeah,
That's gonna be a detour next year.
okay,
oh, for the resurface?
They're gonna be doing Prairie Road, they're de-ponding, a pond out there or something, and gonna have the road closed for a couple months, 3 months.
Tippy is,
Yeah,
on a pretty prairie, so.
yeah, Prairie, but they're gonna run them on the other side, out and around and back down 1150. They were gonna bring them down Bicycle Bridge Road, and I said absolutely not, so.
Yeah, can you imagine that? My goodness.
Yeah.
So do you wanna add that one to it now, or?
No, it's already on there,
It's
but
on there?
it just may be elevated depending on what time they do their detour
yeah,
back
this
here.
one,
So,
okay, so we can remove that one.
Bicycle Bridge would be, especially on days like today.
yeah, did it down there, but Maxwell Bridge, yeah, no, that's, I did dump trucks trying to pass on that hill.
Okay,
Okay,
anything further for traffic counts? If you get one in between now and February, if you'll send it to myself or to New County, and they'll, however you wanna do it, but you never know what'll pop up in a couple of months. It might be a road that needs looked at, so feel free to reach out so we can get them the final list. All right, next on the agenda is crash data.
okay.
Back to you.
Yes, thank you. So as part of the SERP grant that we use to pay for our work with your county, we have a number of different tasks that we can do for you and that we do for you. So traffic counts are one of those, crash data is another. So we review all the crash data the officers provide into Aries. We do some data quality checking on that. Sometimes the GIS or the GPS locations aren't exactly right, so we'll adjust those slightly. And, we just look at all the crash data that's available. So if you ever want that data, we publish a report on it every couple of years. We don't do that yearly, but every couple of years we publish a report of the previous years. But if you want that data for a road project, for grant funding, for anything, we can help you with that. So That's some of the work that we're able to do for you.
You needed data for that one.
Yeah, we do, like community crossings, we have to have 3 years of crash data, personal property and
Yeah.
fatalities or something, which I usually get with, well, it'd be Mike now to, print them off, they do a quick print and it does, I mean, it's.
Is that for the one that you just did or for future CCMGs?
Every January, we have to get them for the past 3 years. So we
Okay,
can-
yeah, so that's.
Because the roads we're doing, we have to have the crash or accident totals from that.
Okay,
All right.
anything further on
But
crash
there's,
data?
on that crash site, there's another grant that, when Kent was still here, there was another grant or something they were working and we needed crash data. And I think it had something to do with Curbsy was involved in it
Is
too.
it Curbsy or federal government, something, I can't remember what it
You
was.
remember what one I'm talking about?
I remember it being brought up, and I'm trying to remember what it was tied to.
I think Curbsy was tying it to a federal grant for county, but I can't remember what it was.
I have an email, I haven't looked at it yet, from Curbsy, we're doing all kinds of final submissions for the entire county on it, so I'll look to see if
If that's
maybe
in
that's
there.
on there.
It might not be. I just remember that at one time there was.
Okay,
If there's anything for the county, let me know, or the highway anyway.
okay, yeah, a lot of them are,
I have
lately
an
they've been
email.
childcare, grants and stuff like
So
that,
they were
so.
doing a safe roads and streets or something maybe.
Yeah, NDOT.
That's what it was,
Yeah,
safe roads.
NDOT's doing
They're
the
doing it,
safe
yeah, they're doing
roads,
it next
small
year.
community
That might
grants,
be
which I
Curbsy.
think the deadline's up for that.
Curbsy's
I'm
doing,
not sure
Yeah,
this year.
safe roads.
They're gonna start that next year.
Okay, yeah,
It didn't get taken care of this year yet, so.
okay,
They said they were gonna start, we're gonna split the funding over, well, the county's paying so much over the next 2 years now,
okay,
so.
okay. Anything else on crash data? All right, very good. Next item of business is gonna be the Carroll County website, YouTube minutes, and community calendar.
All right, so this was for me personally. I was doing some housekeeping on our YouTube for next year, for the county, for our county, Topeka County. And I realized that Carroll County, you do have a website, or at least there's like a visitor kind of website. And this meeting, I don't think is on that website. As far as I can tell, it's not on the community calendar. It's not
On Carroll County's?
in Carroll County. Is
I can guarantee it's not on the Carroll County government one.
Yeah, Weebly don't hold that much data.
No. Now, the chamber has a community calendar, so we would have to work with the chamber
the chamber.
on
Okay.
that one.
Yeah,
So-
so I've had other meetings and stuff on at public meetings, and I was like, maybe this meeting should be on that calendar too.
Well, now, we are going, the county is going to live stream next, we'll be getting the software and the hardware and that installed next month. So probably January, February. It'll be coming around before the law changes where you do have to live stream.
Mm.
So we're gonna have to update the county's government's website to be able to hold everything, so we could eventually get it to that. See, more money.
Yeah, so we stream all ours through YouTube. And
Right.
everything is just saved on there instead of doing it through our website. So that's a
Do you
lot
save
of.
a permanent link?
Yeah,
to
we have
your
a city
city
of Delphi
website?
YouTube, yeah, and then we, like on our agendas, it has the
Okay.
link to go to the YouTube and you can watch videos back to. Yeah, we used to do it on Facebook, but with all the permissions and changeovers and all that, it was so much easier doing YouTube. So you can go back and watch, even back when Shane had a sprayer, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But just an idea, because websites get kind of jammed up with a couple meetings. It doesn't take long to jam up your data space that you have for your domain.
That's fair.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And the other part of this is that the YouTube, we are streaming this meeting to Facebook and YouTube, but it's the Tippecanoe County
All right.
YouTube and Facebook. So if you want us to stream it or to link it to yours, then we need to work on that.
Sure.
So if you're interested.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I just have to figure out. This was all, the changeover was in March, so I'll get with you on that. All right.
Okay.
Anything else on that particular item other than putting it on the community calendars, and when does that start?
July.
26?
July 25.
25, okay. All right, very good. Item D is gonna be the 18-month letting list, which I believe is in your packet, the back. And I have to say, this list has dwindled quite a bit
Yeah.
compared to the meetings at the beginning of the year when it was, I think, 2 or 3 pages. And I was in a meeting earlier this week, and NDOT's actually just cut more yesterday. They cut several throughout the state of Indiana. So not sure. I didn't ask questions other than that's not something that's not normal. They do that a lot. They prioritize and all that, but so this is trying to see if the ones. Yeah, this is actually shorter than this is some of the ones that we've had previously were taken off here.
Yes, yeah, so on the left-hand side, you'll see S, C, and L. So S means it's the same, C means there's a change, and NL means it wasn't listed on NDOT's data provided to us, but we think these projects are still around. We wanted to let you know about them, that they might still potentially happen, so just for completeness' sake, those are put here as well.
So I'm curious, the NL, which is 421, that one's not listed. I wonder if that's one that because they're out there surveying it now. That was the 421 to Monticello from Trides Corner. It's on the NL list, but I wonder if that has anything to do with
that's the first one up there.
Yeah, I wonder if that has anything to do with your detour, because.
No, they're doing a structure right up there by Stony Creek.
Okay.
There's a structure.
Shut it completely down?
Yeah, right there, Holiday Haven Road.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna close that road down for a little while.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a meeting on that today. I didn't get to make a council meeting.
Do you want to discuss these in detail, or?
I wish I could.
Yeah.
I have not researched these myself, so I can only present them to you as shown in the packet. I'm sorry.
And have everybody here been on the NDOT letting website? It's, my gosh, they have a very, if you want it, you can find it. It's kind of like the FEMA website that you've got to go through a lot of channels to get to kind of what you want, because they've now provided every single bit of information that you can possibly ask for. So if you guys get hung up on any of that, let me know. And that's kind of like a spreadsheet that kind of helps you if you're looking for something, but you keep hitting that tab and it's taking you to kind of a cheat sheet per se, but it helps you get to where you need and get if you need engineering plans or the meeting dates or all that, it might not be in the file that you think it is. So if you get hung up on something, please reach out, and we have a pretty good team with Laporte. They're quick on replying with things. And any questions on the 18-month letting list? No? A lively bunch.
Good thing they just didn't shut every road down in the county again.
This is the first year so the last 3 years, that was quite a task with 39.
Yep.
3 years in a row. So, yeah. All right, very good. So no further comments on the letting list. We will move to citizen comments.
Nope.
I have no comments.
All right.
Comments.
I can check the web as well.
I do have something real quick. So never mind, you already did. I was gonna have you explain to Christina how the grant, but you did. Of how this all comes along through the county.
I got it, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, and to be clear, it's a federally matched grant as well. So the state pays, the feds pay for 80%, and then locally you only have to pay 20% of the match for this work. Yeah, and I don't see any comments on Facebook or YouTube at this time.
Okay.
So,
You wanna wait a minute or so like we normally do, or
Yeah,
do you wanna
let's-
go ahead and move? I don't see anybody jumping on there and saying, but
we can wait a minute and make it official.
yeah,
So we'll count off 1 minute for the stream
since
to catch
we're
up.
an official group now.
Yes.
We did actually have a couple meetings. We had some people viewing it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was, we were
Oh, that's a reason to wait then. People are watching.
There was like 5 viewers, like,
Yeah, I see we have at
That's
least one
probably
on
us
YouTube.
watching.
a lot of us, yeah, building the fan base.
Yeah, we have theoretically as many as 3 viewers at one time today.
I don't know if our city network can handle that many. If it gets past 5, we might have to. All right, so no other comments on Facebook or YouTube?
Not at this time.
Okay, so with no other comments on social media, no other citizen comments, there's just one last motion. That motion will be for adjournment. Do I have one?
Motion.
I have a motion from Mike Fincher for adjournment. Is there a second?
Second.
I'll say, or whoever,
No.
I don't care.
We got 2 seconds.
All right, I have a motion, a second. All in favor of adjourning the Carroll County Administrative and Technical Transportation Committee meeting, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you to the county, as always, for making the treacherous drive.
You made it.
It's-
Yeah.